What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. It's going to focus in on the Columbus Blue Jackets, or John Tortorella scratching Ryan Murray the other night, and what it means going forward for Murray's development. As the Blue Jackets really were hoping he took the next steps forward this year as a 22-year-old, and really became the catalyst for the blue line after missing 70 games last season. And productivity hasn't been bad, but he's had some defensive struggles, and this is what Tortorella does. I think it's kind of asinine how often he is willing to shun these young guys to the press box, but it is what it is. And I think honestly, holding your young star accountable isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, I think the thing he did with Johansson was just stupid, but that's just I really don't view John Tortorella as a legitimately good NHL head coach. But I think with Murray, it's a little bit different. I don't want to say squeezing his head, but at the same time, preaching accountability, preaching that, he was on the ice for the winning goal in Vancouver, the couple days before the Pittsburgh game. So it's like, all right, it is what it is. Watch from the press box and get back in the lineup. But, if this team wants to long term, because I think in the short term they're fucked. I mean, they're not making the playoffs this year. They've got like a 2.8% chance of qualifying for the playoffs, which, if they make the playoffs, I can't even think of a good one for what I'd do, but it's just one of those things. I picked them to be a sleeper pick in the Eastern Conference, and they played like shit. So you're looking at Tortorella, you're looking at Murray, you're looking at all these, all this going on. They're entertaining. There's a lot of value around it. Anytime Tortorella is involved, there's going to be profanity-laced tirades and issues with players. So you factor this in, but usually I'm one to bash Tortorella and everything he does, but this one I think was kind of smart, and I think could pay dividends for his play down the stretch, in the long run, because that's, again, he's in the last year of his entry-level deal. He's going to want to get paid, and the Jackets are in a situation where he hasn't shown he can stay healthy consistently. I mean, he has been pretty much injured at some point every year since his draft year back in 2011, 2012. So, there's a reason he went number 2 in the draft. He's got a good skill set. He's a really good young defenseman, but he has to he's got to show he can stay on the ice, and when he's on the ice, he can be responsible defensively, and while contributing on the offensive side. So we'll see how it all shakes up, but definitely an intriguing situation in Columbus to keep an eye on, even if the team is struggling mightily. Anyway, that's all I got this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.